Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. I'm the Mysterious JG. If you're noticing an awkward pause at the beginning of every video, it has to do with my recording setup. It's much better now at syncing up my voice with the video without me having to go in and edit than it used to be. But I'm never real sure when it actually starts picking up. At any rate, we are in the Hawking Eta cluster. Thank you, Admiral Transmission. I consider you an admirable transmission. We're going to investigate a strange message, weird message, about some kind of group of biotics. But it turns out that they're a cult led by Father Kyle. At least that's what the Admiral says. This guy said bad stuff about the Alliance, therefore we need to go kill him. So basically it's kill Colonel Kurtz.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt.
Screw you, Colonel Kyle.
Showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge and early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with.
Because he doesn't have biotic powers, he identifies with them. Gotcha.
Ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection.
Just not a victim.
And they see him as someone who will fight for them.
But not using biotic powers.
He's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's not going to betray us and join the crazies, so it's probably not a bad idea to have Kaiden along for this one, just in case it opens up dialogue issues. Options, I should say.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
Oh, they were trying to get back taxes.
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him.
But now we've sent you to murder him.
However, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
I'm going to try to reason with him.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want to...
Commander, read between the lines. We want him dead.
Hack it out.
We don't want a bloodbath, but if you can kill him without a bloodbath, we are into that. Tali'Zorah is the home planet of Starfire and Blackfire. Unless that's Tamaran, which it is. And I'm a nerd for knowing that. A unknown. Unknown G. I'm heavy metal. There we go. Pressure up. It's the moon of the Klingon homeworld. Alright, Tali, well, you got to ride along in the car while we killed Geth. That must have been fun for you. But now it's time to bring biotics. You want to fight biotics? You bring biotics. Except, oh no, Kaiden is a biotic. What the hell am I thinking? I was about to say, except he's not a biotic. But he is. His whole thing is he doesn't have any combat skill whatsoever. He's the class that combines the two basic types of spell casting in this game. And therefore he sucks ass at everything else. Even the full-on biotic and full-on tech people get better weapon skills than poor Kaiden does. They're just like, they really want to punish you if you can't choose between biotic and tech. And just say, okay, you're going to suck at everything else then, like everything else. If you're okay with that, then good luck. See, it's got a nice little flavor of Starflight-style space exploration. Now, you can tour the grim, featureless planets of Starflight, and I could spend like 20 videos in Starflight exploring every inch of a planet in that game, and there's no point. But they do a much better job of making a planet feel planet-sized by making it big enough that you can't actually cross the damn thing in one go. This game just seems to kind of give you... Oh, Discovery. I was going to say it gives you like a limited landing area. You can't drive outside of that square map. This cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks leads away over the mountain ridge to the southwest.
Securing point.
So this is fun. We have easy decryption stuff for me to waste your lives watching me play the decrypt minigame. This is something I will not miss when we get to Mass Effect 2. Yay! First try! Those are always nice. Malfunctioning objects, just because you don't have to hack them. We will eventually hit the point where we run out of inventory space. At that point, I think I will be well and truly forced to, off-screen, either sell stuff or start melting down the least useful stuff, the stuff we've been picking up at the very beginning of the game, into Omnigel. So, that was relatively painless. And since this was not marked on the map, we don't even need to go back to the map and set a new destination. We keep heading for what we were looking for. Yeah, so these planets, they don't consistently have one unmarked fun bonus thing to find. Some of them have more than one, some of them don't seem to have one at all. But I'm just not willing, as much as I enjoy the game, to explore every inch of every planet. As I was saying about Starflight, that game is more realistic in the sense that individual planets that really aren't of any great value to you can be explored as much as you feel like putting into it time-wise. You can go around exploring every inch of the planet. But the planets are realistic in size and scope, whereas in this game, certainly they create the image of a full-size planet, but they just give you, without any real in-game explanation for why, you can only explore that tiny little map. I guess they say something like, I forget. Maybe I should just, like, try to leave the map and see what it tells us. Terrain insignia. There's a wrecked mining vehicle we can examine for funsies. And some dead, I don't know what species they are. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Oh, I mean, see, that's why the wildcats are dying out. These miners keep digging them out of the ground. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in the near vacuum atmosphere. I think what we're finding out is that the biotics are killing anybody who lands on the planet. They are trying to make it clear to us that the biotics are bad news. They've gone rogue! They shot Cyrus! Okay, just drove right into a chasm. That was a good idea, JG. See, unless you just flat out try to climb a cliff face vertically in this game, the Mako is really, really easy to handle. I don't really understand the massive complaints that... whatever. I wonder if it will let me fail this. Yes, it will. Damn it. I like the ones where you don't have to do the minigame. Have I mentioned that? Getting better at it, or not just because I've had too much Mountain Dew. Okay, so now I think all we've got left to do map-wise is the actual biotic commune. But what I'm going to do, just like I started talking about it, now I'm curious about it, is attempt to drive off the map and see what that actually does. And we're not too far from a map terminus in this direction. Generally, there's like really high mountains making it difficult to get there, because the game doesn't particularly want you going there. As a matter of fact, the rules of how the Mako physics work might shift as you get close to the edge of the map to make it more difficult. But there are certainly some planets that don't have mountainous terrain stopping you. Alright. This is just being a pain in the butt. Normally it wouldn't be quite this difficult to get Yeah, it's making me slide down really fast. Maybe that's just how it stops you from going off the edge of the map. It just, if you actually take the time to explore, it's like in that web series, Red vs. Blue, which, you know, my sister got me the DVDs of those one year for Christmas just because she thought, he likes video games, he likes the comedy. And I watched the first episode or two, were really kind of funny, but they ran out of, like, humorous observations to make about video games and just started trying to write their own kind of silly B sci-fi story. But anyway, I just mock Rooster Teeth, who, you know, some dude just farting on Rooster Teeth's channel gets more views than my entire fucking LP career, and here I am mocking them. But anyway, no, I mean, but one of the things from like the first episode or two of that was somebody pointing out that, hey, you know, we're in a valley. That doesn't appear to be any way to get in or out. Does it really matter who wins the fight here? Maybe every single map is actually a valley that you can't...
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
So what happens if I ignore Joker's warning? Yeah, see, that's not really much of an operational area. What does that mean? As you can see, though, that it appears to be...
You went right off the scanners, Commander. Now we have to bring you back.
Good job, douche nozzle. Alright, so it forces you to come back. Oh, and I actually took damage, too. That may have been from driving around, but... Okay, if you go too far, Joker just tells you you're an asshole and brings you back. I guess the idea is that if you keep going too far away, it'll be difficult for them to pick you up later? I don't know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but... There, we got a nice view of the Biotic compound. And I guess we can ignore what I was saying about how the maps are arranged so that you're in an enclosed valley you can't get out of. That's obviously not the case. We were able to get out. But they do, I think, tend to put big, heavy mountains around the outside edges just to discourage you from wasting time wandering around outside of the edge of the all-important operational area. Hopefully I got enough charm to get out of this peacefully. I don't think... There's so many things that feel like they might make a difference in Mass Effect 3, but then even the big decisions end up having really cursory impacts on Mass Effect 3, folks. I'm gonna come right out and say it. They set themselves an impossible task. I mean, how the hell were they going to design Mass Effect 3 if they couldn't take any of your decisions in the previous games for granted, and the decisions from the previous games were supposed to make such a big, all-powered difference? Yeah, Mass Effect 3 would have been completely an undesignable game if they really came through with their promise to make every single thing that you do in this game make this huge difference. They can't even count on the fact that people are going to play both of the previous games before they play Mass Effect 3. I mean, you could program Mass Effect 3 so you assume that, you know, certain default decisions were made in previous plot missions and that all side missions were ignored. But, you know, whatever.
I'm on my way.
I don't know where I'm going. So is this where we need to go, or was that where we needed to go? Or now... It looks like this is where we needed to go, but apparently not. Maybe this is where we needed to go. We do seem to be moving further away rather than closer to the icon. And by icon, of course, I mean Rowdy Roddy Piper. I mean, what else could I possibly mean? He cowers over nothing, folks. Alright, save for the 50th time this video.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, get lost.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
Brought along Biotics. You guys can talk about bio crap or whatever.
I want this to end peacefully.
BioWare.
If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
Look, dude.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Okay, so that's why we've got two different buildings. And we got Paragon points, so even if we butcher them all, we still... Wait a minute, can I not get in there? Seems like there would be loots in here. Well, the smart thing to do is probably to come back and check on that after I have, Yeah, if I go in here now, I might end up causing trouble. I probably should have... Definitely you can fight in this place, of course. This is one of those places where fighting is clearly an option. Now, there are biotic cultists. They're not hostile.
Father Kyle says we Biotics have to stick together.
He's lying, though.
Everyone looks at us like we're freaks, just because we have biotics.
Well, maybe if you'd stop pacing around randomly.
We can't trust the Alliance.
Enemies everywhere! Hold the line! I will destroy you. See, I'm reversing the genders of the, So I think if you don't talk your way through it, you gotta fight your way through here. Probably get to, like...
The Alliance wants to wipe us out.
Maybe if you get to this room, you can open the dang door to that other place. I don't know, it doesn't look like there's anything really cool in here. I'm not getting experience out of this. I mean, Metagel, fine, but no loot. Alright, well, this appears to have been a waste of time. But, you know, if we hadn't come here and checked it out, we wouldn't know. We'd always wonder, was there an iron bangle in here that we missed? Wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Probably won't be able to sleep at night now. I've had too much Mountain Dew.
Nobody cares about us biotics.
True.
We have to look out for each other.
False. Enemies everywhere, hold the line! Enemies everywhere, hold the line! I think... This thing looks like if we fought our way to here, we could open the door. If we hadn't just talked them into letting us in. But we did get some loots out of here, so it's all good. I have this vague notion that if there were loots over here, even without getting all that close... Yara, anything to say? It's not like you. You're so quiet. But yeah, just... Oh, see? Never mind. You can't really ever... I'm never sure just how good a line of sight you need to have on an object before it gives you the option to open it up. Don't mind me. Just invading your cult and opening your... Ah, damn it, so close. Invading your cult and opening your stuff. I know you guys don't trust the Alliance, but you can trust me. Now, hold still while I unlock your treasures. Treasure chests. For all intents and purposes, this is a treasure chest, folks. And I've got the mystic key that we got from rescuing the Elf King, Prince, whatever. From Astos. Man, Astos, what an asshole, huh? Boom! I really put Astos in his place there. The Equalizer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which you probably do unless you're like a million years old, like I am, do yourself a favor, Google like Equalizer TV show theme song. Just some combination of those search terms. The Equalizer was like a TV show from the 70s that had the fucking coolest intro theme ever. The closing theme was even better. The closing credit theme, it was the same theme with like extended remix. Oh man, that was some good shit. And it's like back when you had electronica, which was cool, as opposed to techno, which sucks. Sorry, techno fans. I will take Autobahn over trance music any day.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
You did kill them, didn't you? God damn it, kids. That guy's name was Power Junction. You could use your biotics to figure out how to walk around.
Biotics can feel safe here.
Even though we don't have the ability to navigate simple obstacles. Father Kyle doesn't judge us on the fact that we can't figure out how to walk around things. The Alliance is always telling us we need to walk around things, but Father Kyle never tells us we have to do that. I wish you got, like in some of the later Mass Effect games, the way that Metagel, the medical packs work is that you replenish your Metagel at certain points in a mission, and if you don't need Metagel, you get a little, very minor, but still, they add up, boost of experience. In this game, if you find Metagel, when your Metagel's full, you really don't get shit. God damn it. Again, I knew it. Sometimes you lose because you don't press the buttons quite fast enough. That irritates me a little. What irritates me a lot is when I actually know I legit pressed the wrong damn button. It's like a wet boss battle, folks. Okay, that one, fairly simple. And I do like my little experience boosts. So 50 experience for unlocking that thing, even if I guess you get those even if you...
Lead on, Commander.
Lead on, Macduff.
Waiting for orders.
I order you to start killing your fellow biotics without mercy. How about that, Kaiden? Kaiden, oh my god, you are Fagzor. Sorry, disappointing that you're possibly female. I just even said that. I think that commentator was female based on how it phrased certain things, but I don't actually know. And even if they flat out said, I am a girl at the beginning of their comment, in the world of the interwebs, it's actually kind of well known that people will say they're a girl and they're not really a girl.
If you try to take Father Kyle away from us, you'll end up like those other Alliance soldiers.
We just saved, didn't we? Am I allowed to start shooting them in the face when they're not hostile? To turn them hostile? It would make sense that I could do that.
Go, go, go!
Yes, I can do that. I was just curious. And I believe that would prevent me from having the peaceful dialogue options when I finally get to Father Kyle. And that would be a pretty severely renegade thing to do. Let us talk to Father Kyle. We might be able to help you. Ah, okay. I'm nearing the item limit. I told you guys I was going to get there. And when I do, I'm going to have to do some serious off-screen inventory management. When we start getting near that item limit, folks, that is going to have an effect on what I'm sure is mad. I hope it's not turning people off of the LP. It quite possibly is. But if you're still here, patiently watching, but thinking about quitting because you're so sick of the save loading on those decrypt mini games, that might start to finally, I might finally start to get a little bit more liberal about using Omnigel. Once I hit that item limit, I'm going to be able to start boiling down stuff I don't need.
I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Because we're jerks. Admiral Asshole told us to come kill you. Well, he kind of implied that he wanted you dead.
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They didn't have enough Paragon points to...
Here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy.
They disagreed with me on who Muhammad's true descendant is.
To make their end quick
or not descendant, but guy who took over after him.
It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
I don't know why did I suddenly start talking about the Shiite split, but they're not safe. Father, yes, son, I don't want to kill you. Shocking swerve.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
I don't know, they got crazy fucking biotic power.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
Well, they did kill people.
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. We were able to talk the guy who was described to us as an insane cult leader down, because we had enough blue dialogue power.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack, and you will be forced to kill them all.
Yeah.
You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
Forget it!
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
Kaiden will be gay at you.
Thank you for this.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
See, I thought you'd have some sympathy for them. Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick him up. I mean, alternately, we could hang around for an hour, but, you know, let's send the entire 5th Fleet here instead, so we don't have to hang out for an hour. We should return to the Normandy and notify the Alliance of call surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take them into custody. In the meantime, you got any malfunctioning objects in here, cult leader dude? Now, we got our Paragon points. If I wanted to be a super douchebag, we could start killing them.
I will surrender myself to the Alliance outside the compound.
Because we'd get experience for it. They would fight back, but, you know, we could get the... Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kaiden. Hold on. I'm not sure what I need to do now. Are you gonna come with us?
I will surrender myself to the Alliance outside.
Okay. Hmm.
Joker can have the 5th Fleet pick Major Kyle up.
Okay. Sure. Sorry. I'm easily amused sometimes. I wonder if blowing up that power junction would turn them hostile. Mount? The hell? Oh. Fun, I can hop over that thing. Hey, and it leads me to a hidden crate. Well, hidden is
Biotics can feel safe here.
Well, we can. We don't, but we can. It's possible. That's all I'm saying. So we found a crate. Good stuff. Alright, there we go. Mission complete. Right, that seems like a pretty good place to end the video. Let's just get ourselves back on the Normandy. What do you say? Can't decide if I want to end the play session. I really should at this point. Off screen, head down to the quartermaster there, sell some stuff. I believe, as goofy as it is to sell stuff to my own quartermaster, I believe, because I mean in theory the funds he's handling are ours. Like the idea that we need to give him credits to buy stuff makes sense. The idea that he will buy stuff from us to create credits for the Normandy's use is goofy. And there's a tiny chance that I'm remembering it wrong and you can't do that. It would make sense that you can't sell stuff to your own quartermaster to provide funds that he will then use to buy more stuff. Either way, since we're at that 150 item limit, I really need to go through, use the lockers, which you may have seen me pass and not interact with. They will allow you to arm your characters while you're on the Normandy, so you don't have to do it every single time you get off. Excuse me. Like every single time you start a mission, you don't need to rearm everybody. You can go into the lockers and like even if you don't use Rex often, you can still go in there and give him good gear. So what I might do is just give everybody the best gear possible, sell everything that I'm not using to raise funds, and then probably I won't even really think about buying stuff. I'm just going to start trying to raise funds for future use. And that would require me to do some stuff off screen. I'm looking at the time. I don't have to get up early tomorrow, which makes me want to stay up and just play the game. Whatever, I got internal debating I got to do about whether I'm going to keep playing. But either way, folks, next time I will have done a little bit of off-screen inventory management. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll... Really depending on whether I just pick up and start playing right away or whether I drop the game for a couple of days. That'll make some difference in whether we get going on a big plot mission. But I am the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we'll either be doing little minor space errands like what we've just did with the Biotics, or we'll be going for a major plot mission. But either way, we will not be going back to the Citadel for just constant walking around and chatting for a little while. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time. Bye-bye.